We saw some very nice descriptions of the relationship of Advaitacharya, or the role that Advaitacharya played in bringing Lord Gauranga to this world. No Advaita, no Gauranga. No Gauranga, no Nityananda. And all three are required. They're all equal manifestations of the transcendental truth. So, that's why it says, Panchatattvakam Krishnam Bhaktirupa Surupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakti Shaktikam. The transcendence manifested with all Shakti Shaktiman. 3 are Shaktiman and 2 are Shakti. One includes all the jivas, all the Buddha jivas. Srivas Thakur, he's Jiva Tattva. And then the other includes the goal of the jivas, Bhakti. Bhakti is Bhakti Shakti Gadadhar, Ladani Shakti. And then Advaita Prabhu and Nityananda Prabhu and Gauranga Mahaprabhu. These are the 10 Prabhus. So these are all called Shaktiman. They're Vishnu Tattva and Shakti Tattva. So the totality of the Absolute Truth. The Absolute Truth is a person, an individual person, and he's also unlimited energies. Shaktis. Shakti, Shaktiman, Abed. So they're all there together. You can't separate. You can't say, oh, Nityananda is good, and Advaita is not good. Gauranga is good, and Advaita is not good. They're just, it's like saying your index finger is good, but your middle finger is bad, and your ring finger is good. No, they're all good, and they're all necessary. This is Panch. There's 5 fingers and 1 hand. There's 1 tattva and 5 members. Pancha tattva. So it's the truth, and nothing but the truth. You can't get Braja Prem without Advaita. You can't get Braja Prem without Srivas. All Pancha tattva required. From the beginning of bhakti, whether you're joining some institution, preaching mission, or whether you're sitting on the banks of Radhakund and Babaji Vesh, meditating Astakali Lila, there's something in common with all devotees of Radha and Krishna. And what is that commonality? The commonality is the absolute necessity to take shelter of the Panchatattva. You would think that once you enter the path of Raganuga Bhakti, now it's just spontaneous, do whatever you want. But it's spontaneous, follow the rules and regulations of Rag Bhakti, Shravanam Kirtan Vishnu Smaranam. So you come here and you enter this path of Lila Smaran, which is the main practice, which is the most difficult thing to do, but that's the goal, to be absorbed in meditating on Radha Krishna's Lilas. And then you meet your Guru and he gives you pranali, if you're that fortunate and that lucky. And then he tells you, yes, and by the way, before you do anything, you have to chant 4 rounds of the Panchatattva mantra. So, when you join a preaching mission, or when you become just introduced to Krishna consciousness, generally you chant 1 round, or don't even chant 1 round. Actually, it's asked to chant maybe 1 time before each round. There's different instructions, but the principle is the same, the detail varies from guru to guru. Some gurus say, and over on this side, on the outside of the preaching mission, modern preaching missions of the world, generally the gurus are saying 1 round of Panchatattva mantra, or in the case of Sri Advaita, Sri Anantadas Babaji, he requires 4 rounds. So that's Sri Gauranga Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda. This mantra.
Because it also has a lot of variation.
Excuse me?
This one also has a lot of variation.
Panchatattva mantra has a lot of variation. The 2, yes, there's. This one is pretty much, in terms of numbers, the majority of Gaudiya Vaishnavas chant this mantra. But in terms of India, because there's quite a few million Gaudiyas in Orissa, Assam, Bengal, Bangladesh, all over the place. But worldwide, there's lots of Gaudiyas also. Not the same number, but several a handful, maybe couple million people are involved with various preaching missions. And when they come in contact, they hear another mantra, which is, in the biographies, it's said that mantra started about 80 years ago with Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. I believe so. It's in a biography. O.B.L. Kapoor and other people writing biographies. He, in his ecstasy of Gaur Bhav, because he spent many years in Navadvip doing bhajan, then he chanted, in his great ecstasy, seeing the lilas of Gaurangas, "Oh, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktarinda." So that became popular with those that are tightly connected to Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. But before he was chanting that, there was lots of Gaudiyas chanting Panchatattva mantra. So if you want to say the oldest one, where it arises, I can't see in Shastra. What I see in Shastra, in Chaitanya Bhagavat, there's many different prayers and mantras introducing each chapter, Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrita, introducing the subject matter and all, as a summary of a Paribhasa Sutra of that chapter. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, usually Krishnadas Kaviraj summarizes the theme or the story or the Lila or the teaching of that chapter in a Sanskrit verse, which he wrote Govinda Lilamrita first on the banks of Shamakund. Krishnadas Kaviraj wrote Govinda Lilamrita because he was absorbed, meditating in Astakali Lila of Radha and Krishna, being guided by the Astakam of Rupa Goswami, summarizing the Astayam of Radha Govinda Yugal. So then he meditated on those shlokas, and from those shlokas, and by the grace of Rupa Goswami Pad and Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he manifested. From 8 shlokas came 3,000 shlokas. Eko Bahusham. From one comes many. So this is the power. There's one mantra, Hare Krishna mantra. It's only 3 words. Hare Krishna Ram. But yet so many meanings are there. Some acharyas and some great devotees, they take the meaning to be Radha and Krishna. No, we can't. Of course, that's true. Hare, Hara, Radha. And they take the meaning, others, like Raghunath Das and Vishnu Chakravarti, they take the meaning to be Krishna. And every word is Krishna. Hari is Hari. And that's the angle of the Mantri Bhav Upasakas. They chant the holy name of the Lord, thinking that they're pleasing the heart and ears of Radharani. And of course, if Radharani is pleased, then Krishna is pleased, as he tells in Adi Purana to Arjuna. He who says he's my devotee is not my devotee, but he who claims to be a devotee of my devotee, I truly accept as my dear one. So the worshippers of Radharani, the Mantris and Sakhis and Mandri Bhav, Rag Marg, they worship Radha and Krishna together with a special emphasis and intimacy with Srimati Radharani specifically. So when they chant the Maha Mantra, they try to bring Krishna into every word and they try to bring the form of Krishna into every word of the mantra and the qualities of Krishna and various pastimes of Krishna with Radharani. Because if Krishna is somewhere, then Radharani is not far behind, or she's right there. So Raghunath Sri Das Goswami Pad and Vishnu Chakravarti Pad, they bring out the meaning of, they bring out they illuminate Krishna's presence in the Maha Mantra to the fullest extent of a conjugal lilas with Radharani. So that actually Maha Mantra is Radha and Krishna, but when Radha and Krishna are together, that's called Sangha, associating together. And the deepest and fullest meaning of Sangha means mitun, which means the union of man and woman. This is called Sangha and Sangani. It's another Sanskrit way of saying lover and beloved, Sangha and Sangini. So this Mahamantra is actually Radha and Krishna, ultimately Krishna stealing Radharani's patience, Hari, then Krishna attracting and pulling and drawing and magnetizing her and drawing her into the kunjas, and then Raman enjoying various Ramana, loving intimacies with Radharani in the kunja lilas. That's in essence a summary of what they're saying. So it's very high meditation. So we have to approach the holy name according to our adhikar and our qualification, which can be assessed by the Guru, who's in tune with our heart and mind, or by our own sincere, by the Chaitya Vapusha, Acharya Chaitya Vapusha. 11th canto of Bhagavatam, it says that Acharya Chaitya Vapusha, that the Guru comes in Vapu, the form of Acharya, the Sadguru, to give Diksha mantras and show the way of Prema Bhakti, and to reveal the spiritual world and the dynamic, loving relationship that one has with Radha and Krishna. That's the Acharya. He follows that path, and he lives that path, and he shares that path with others that want to walk the same path and attain this same coveted goal of the service of the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani in the kunjas of Vrindavan. And then if the Acharya is not there, the second Vapu, second form of Guru is Chaitya. Chaitya means Antaryami, Paramatma, Super Soul. So Guru in the heart, either Guru will tell you externally or Guru in the heart, who knows your adhikar better than anyone. If one is really honest, one is really sincere in his speech, if he's honest and truthful in his speech and his behavior, then Krishna agrees to make an alliance with him or her. He makes an alliance, becomes an ally, a favorable party within the heart. Then he says, you have this adhikar, this is good for you. So then he speaks to the devotee in the form of prerna, P-R-E-R-N-A. You know Hindi? No, I don't either. But prerna means inspiration. I know that much.